Hey guys, TheHoudiniDump here again for DIANation. This time we're playing some SWTOR, or however you want to say it. Star Wars The Old Republic. We're doing Blood Money. It's a heroic on Nar Shaddaa. I'm actually about to go to Alderaan. Pretty much finished Tatooine. But we came back to Nar Shaddaa to help one of our guild members. Of course our guild is DIANation. I mean, don't even have to ask. I'm playing with my trooper this time. His name is Remy LeBeau, as in Gambit, yes. And I just dominate during this whole game right here, this gameplay, because these guys aren't obviously up to my level. So pretty much everything they throw at me, I either dodge or I lose like 1 XP health. So this is really simple. We just needed to help this guy because he was lower level. He was only level 27 at the time, and he needed some help for this hero too. So I mean, hope you like the gameplay. I have my new mouse, my Star Wars mouse, Star Wars The Old Republic mouse. So if you don't see me clicking, that's pretty much why. It's because I'm using the mouse, but because it has all the side buttons, which is amazing. So it has numbers 1 through 12 on the side, and you can fully customize this mouse. You can put, whatever you want for 1 through 12. You can make it whatever buttons you want. So if you wanted to make it, forward and backwards, you could do all that. Just use a keyboard for forward and backwards, and then I use that as my keypad, and that way I can just use 1 through 12 as fighting buttons. And then you also have your back and forward buttons and your scroll, click, and all that, and you can actually program those as well. And then you can also program the color on the mouse, which is freaking awesome. So this is, I don't know, this is probably the coolest mouse I've ever owned. Love it. You do have to charge it, but the cool thing is if you're still playing and say your battery dies, just unplug the back of the charger, plug it directly into your mouse, then you just have a normal wired mouse. So instead of wireless, it's wired. So pretty much, I mean, you never run out of battery. I mean, you do, but you don't have to worry about it. And I pretty much got all these guys by myself because my teammates are off doing whatever they're doing. It seems to happen to me a lot. I tend to lead the pack and nobody follows. So, I had to, stun that guy so that way I could fight, and then watch this guy coming from the left. He just comes and dominates while I'm still trying to kill this guy and undoes my stun. But that's quite alright. He's just, he's just trying to help, trying to do his part. Boom! And that is my brother. We call him Leroy Jenkins for short because he tends to jump in to every fight way too quick. He laughs. I laugh about it. Most of the time it's because of his lag, though. I'll be honest. He lives in a kind of remote area of the world, and he doesn't have the best interwebs, so he lags quite a bit. Looked like he was doing actually pretty good tonight, but just kill these animals in one shot because I'm a beast. Don't even try. So the two characters I have are, I obviously have this trooper, and then I think you've seen the Jedi I had before. I have a Shadow. I think it's Shadow. I honestly don't remember the title anymore, but it's a Jedi. He's a level 31, I believe. Yeah, he's level 31. He's the one with stealth and all that stuff. So he's he's not the Sentinel or anything like that. So I have those two. And then once I get one of these guys to 50, level 50, I'm going to make a Sith. I want to do the Sith with the heavy armor, just because I want a Jedi with heavy armor. So I think that'll be pretty much fun. As you can tell, I jump up and down a lot, usually when I'm bored. In this mission, Blood Money, you basically have to kill 10 pit fighters, or I forgot what the other one's called, but you have to kill 10 of them. So I'm trying to find them. Just because it gives you the little circle and says, oh, they're all within this little area. So, it takes a little bit to find them. Since I get no XP from this, I just helping the guy get no XP because I'm too high of a level. I just tried to avoid and not fight anybody else because it was kind of a waste of time if we fought anybody else. But these other two guys are gung-ho, they just want to kill everybody, so sometimes it's funny. But, you know, to each their own. Bow, bow. Whoa. He's jumping across the screen. Jeez. Yeah, this one's kind of long. It's not the longest heroic. One of the longest heroics I recorded, and then I was going to do a dual comm with Jim's first. But I decided not to because I'm pretty sure it was like 40 minutes long. And it was actually, what was it called? What was it called? It was one of the ship ones, you know, you have to go to the Republic fleet and you fly through with the ship. It's one of those. And it's like 40 minutes to an hour long each time. And so I had it all recorded. I used Fraps for the computer recording. And, you know, Juno's first hadn't come down to the apartment in a while to do the dual comm recording. And he wasn't going to be down for a while. And it was really old. I mean, it was like when we were like level 15s and stuff. So I just deleted that today. It was, I mean, Flashpoint. It was a Flashpoint. Finally. So I deleted that, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. And it was just way too long. I didn't want to cut parts out, and I didn't want to cut it into parts for YouTube, like, oh, here's a 4-part series. Because then I would have had to sit there with my brother Jim's first for like an hour recording the voices for that, and I honestly don't think he has the patience for that. And we might get at each other's throats after a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. We actually get along great. Get along great with all my brothers. I have 2 brothers. Get along great with both of them. Jim's first is the one that plays video games, mostly computer games. He doesn't own an Xbox 360 or anything like that. And then my other brother doesn't really play computer games or Xbox. He doesn't really play video games that much. He does other things, though. He's real, you know, active and does all kinds of cool stuff. He's the one, you know, him and I work on cars together. We tune my car a lot, or you know, if any of the family members' cars break down, him and I usually take care of that. We actually came up with our own garage. And we call it 2 Brothers, 1 Wrench. I know that sounds a little gay. It's really not. It's just what we came up with. And that's what we would call it if we actually owned a garage. We'd call it 2 Brothers, 1 Wrench. We like working on cars. It's fun, and then we have a good time while we do it. We don't, you know, it's not a big deal. We just have fun while we do it. So we mess around while we're working on the cars and just have a great time doing it. We've done all the work to my Mustang, put some nice exhaust on there, you know, intake, all that stuff, brake, performance brakes, all that stuff. We did all that by ourselves, and it's just a lot of fun. I personally kind of find it working on cars, I don't know, I guess relaxing. I can joke around while I do it with family. You know, I don't know, it just relaxes me. We help our parents out a lot. We work on their cars a lot. Sometimes they're a little hesitant. Mostly my pops. My pops is a little hesitant sometimes. But after a while, he finally got used to it and realized we actually know what we're doing. And so he trusts us now if he ever needs anything. He lets us do it. And that's that. I mean, Took a little bit, but whatever. No hard feelings, Pops. I honestly don't blame him for not trusting us at first. I mean, we're a couple of botchical loops, and I wouldn't have trusted us either. Let's be honest. I wouldn't trust us. Okay, so we're getting close here. I think I had to go. I think we got to go back up. I got to go get one more. Yeah, see, that's not open yet. Got to go back up. Get, I think, one more pit fighter or special boss gangster guy. Dominate him, and then we can go fight the boss. I did this one by myself with my Jedi because sometimes, I don't know why, but on Nar Shaddaa it seemed like it was harder to find people to do the heroics with than on any other planet so far. All the other planets, you know, type into the general chat. Somebody's usually like, yeah, I need that. Nar Shaddaa, full of a bunch of stingy people who didn't care to help out. And so I did this one on my own with my Jedi. What I'd do is I'd stealth, stun one guy, fight the other guys, then fight the other guy, you know, the last guy on my own. And it worked out great. I did die, like, I think 2 or 3 times with my Jedi. But it really wasn't too bad. And then after I had done it once, Jim's first was on and he needed help. So this is like my third or fourth time doing this level. The fun thing about doing heroics sometimes with Jim's first is usually in the middle, which I'm surprised it didn't happen in this one. Usually in the middle, we have to pause because, you know, he needs to help his kids. He has a couple kids. He needs to help his kids or his wife. Usually, I don't know why we keep messing up and doing it this way. We usually start around like 9. And then, like, by 9:15, he has to go put his oldest child to bed. So I don't even know why we start then. We do, like, some dorks. And then we wonder, oh yeah, duh, he has to put his kid to bed. And so then we have to pause and wait. And that's always funny. I usually just sit there and jump up and down for like an hour while he makes sure his daughter goes to bed. Sometimes it's less time. It just depends how wound up she is that day. If she's really wound up, I might be done for the night, you know? If she's not, he might be back in 20 minutes. It just depends. It's funny, though. I know I think he gets a little frustrated sometimes, not with his kid, but just sometimes the amount of interruptions are awesome. And he does get a little frustrated, and I always tell him, hey, just calm down, dude. You're the one, you got the family. You gotta tend to their needs first, and then you can play some video games. And I think he just gets frustrated because he thinks I'm frustrated, and he feels bad for interrupting, you know, our mission that we were trying to do with 2 people. But it's really not that big of a deal. So hopefully he'll listen to this and realize it's not a big deal. He doesn't need to worry about it. I understand he gets called away. Oh well, you know. I mean, I'm pretty much the best at this game anyway, so half the time I go do all the stuff, and then when he comes back, the mission is done. He's like, oh, we finished the mission. I'm like, no, I finished the mission, but I'll give you the XP because since we were in a group, you automatically finish the mission when I finish the mission. So he finds it funny sometimes. I do most of the work in this game. He just is he's an XP getter, and he cheats getting my XP off me, you know? Oh, watch this awesome fail. So, I'm trying to teleport back to the main place, so I can just get out of here and get, you know, finish this mission, and then I get caught, busted by this jerk. So then I have to kill this jerk, because you can't teleport while you're in combat mode. Okay, I finally figured out the word I was trying to use. Jim's first is an XP moocher. Let's be honest here. I do all the work, we both get the XP, and we both get the money. I honestly don't know how that's fair. That's how it works. So I skipped a little bit. I didn't want to, you guys to see me driving my scooter the whole way. But here's the end of this.
The warehouse picked up the explosion. You succeeded.
As I had to wait for like an hour for both of them to get here so we could do this conversation, by the way, because they wouldn't accept it. When I clicked start, they wouldn't accept the teleport convo. They had to go down there and do it their own. And then because of my brother's leg,
what do you see happening next?
It takes a while to select.
This was a huge blow to the Separatists. Their plans will be pushed back by a year. I'll use that time to infiltrate their operations, take them down from the inside.
Sometimes I just want to kill these missions, guys. They take all the credit. They didn't do any of the work. Gets frustrating, I tell you, frustrating. Alright guys, Houdini Dump, DIANation. Peace out!